And just a little bit of a late start at 7:05. Would ask our clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Gust.
Here.
Trustee Jensen.
Here.
Trustee Miller.
Here.
Trustee Addison.
Here.
Trustee Siddick.
Here.
We have Trustee Wells is absent. Attorney Ferrolo.
Absent, but Attorney
Yeah, Liz,
Elizabeth
okay.
Brogan is here.
Okay, and then Mayor Hucker
Here.
and Clerk McDonald is present.
Okay. I would ask you all to rise in your places of residence or wherever you may be and join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance
We're going
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which should stand under
One
God,
nation, under God, indivisible,
and
with
justice
liberty and justice
for all.
Well,
Thank you. First item we have is our approval of our village board meeting minutes from the regular meeting on May 28th. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes as presented? Hearing none, do we have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Miller.
I have a motion from Trustee Miller.
Second. Mark's
Second
got
from
it.
Trustee Addison. He lit up first. This is like that board game. That's great. Any discussion on the minutes? All right, roll call, please.
Trustee Gust.
aye.
Trustee Jensen.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Addison.
Aye.
Trustee Siddick.
Abstain.
Okay, motion is approved. Next, we have bills presented for payment in the amount of $237,095.92. Do we have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Miller.
Second. Jensen.
All right, motion by Miller, second by Jensen. Discussion? All right, roll call, please.
Trustee Jensen.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Addison.
Aye.
Trustee Siddick.
Aye.
Trustee Gust.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, we have no special business on the agenda tonight. We have public comment. This is for any agenda items. If any public member would like to address any of the agenda items, now would be the time to speak up. I would ask our, well, I guess we don't have any members of the public that I can recognize on. Oh, there is one that's, that one's muted. Can you unmute them in case we're missing something? We do have one member of the public with number ending in 5337. You were muted if you were trying to speak.
No, I'm not trying to speak, Mayor. I'm just sitting there listening.
All right, Mr. Johnson, I recognize your voice.
Thank you.
You bet. All right, with no public comment, on to the mayor's report. All I would say is we're back to full staff at the Village Hall. Everyone functioning normally. The one caveat is we're still not opening the front doors to general public, but we are certainly taking appointments and working with people as much over the phone as possible. We're waiting for the governor's next release, which I think is coming the soonest, like the 26th of this month, I believe it is. It's around that time where we would then be permitted to have in excess of 10 people in one place and whatever else might come of that. So more to come there, but for the time being, we're keeping the front doors closed until some future time. Next will be trustee reports. I'll just go through the list. Trustee Gust, have you got anything for us tonight?
No report tonight, Your Honor.
Thank you. Trustee Jensen?
The only report I have, Mayor, is the monthly Finance Committee meeting will be Wednesday, the 17th at 6 p.m., also virtual, and at which time I expect we'll have an update on the projections of the income impact of the COVID-19 on village finances. Right,
All
Peggy?
right.
Yep, thumbs up. Okay. That concludes my report, Mayor.
Thank you. Trustee Miller?
No report tonight.
Thank you. Trustee Otterson?
I would just like to mention that there was quite a bit of trouble with the water supply this week. As you all know, that the people in Beach Park that are connected to the Zion water system, they had some technical difficulties in the night, early morning Tuesday, and I'm told that they ended up fixing 17 main breaks before it was all over with. And as a result, the water district said they had a loss of pressure to a point where the EPA rules require a boil order, a precautionary boil order. So all of the customers connected to the Zion system were under a boil order, and that's a handful of streets in Beach Park, including the one I live on. We are on the Zion water system. We did, once we got information through Zion, we relayed it and tried to notify the public through our website and our Facebook page. There was a little lag in information. We didn't hear about it quite as early as some of the other residents because we're kind of an add-on to the system. But anyways, the samples all came back clear and the boiler was lifted this morning. I communicated with Adrian and Mark both, and the village staff got that notice that the boil order was lifted out onto the website and to the Facebook page. So hopefully everybody is watching those venues or getting the reverse 911 calls when something like that happens. But this time it was kind of unique because it wasn't our customers, it was our residents who happened to be Zion customers. So the communication chain didn't work quite as well as I like to think it would have if it was part of our system that was affected, the Beach Park system. So thanks everybody for getting the word out and sharing the notices with friends and getting through that situation. But that was all I wanted to say.
Also seemed that Zion apparently has a new or a recently rolled out notification system that they were having some issues with as well. So hopefully, you know, they'll add all their water customers to the notification list, not just the ones in their city limits. So we don't have to worry about it. Okay. Next up, Trustee Siddick.
Thank you. I would just like to thank our fire departments and our police departments, the sheriff's office, for all their efforts during these uncertain times. We have a very lovely community and we have the absolute best police officers and the best fire protection districts in the area to make sure that our residents are very well taken care of. And during these uncertain times, I want to give all of them credit every day for what they do to serve our community. I really appreciate them, and I know we all do.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Trustee Wells is not on the call, so we do not have a report from him. Moving on then, under the village administrator's report, we've got the engineer NPDES annual update. I think we want to throw that over to Adrian to jump on. Adrian, what have you got for us?
Yes, Mayor, good evening. Just quickly, the village submitted its year 17 NPDES annual report. Throughout the year, Public Works performed the necessary inspections, which are the following. We did 19 outfall inspections. We performed 29 catch basin inspections, 18 culvert inspections, and 27 detention pond inspections, as well as we did 8 culvert replacements throughout the year as part of storm sewer repairs. There's nothing major to report, just continuing our inspections based on previous NPDS annual reports that we submitted.
Okay, any questions or comments on the report? All right, there being none, we shall move on. Did our administrator have anything else tonight? All right, thank you. We have nothing for a consent agenda tonight, so we will bypass that. We have ordinance. Before Trustee Otterson jumps into that, ask the clerk, what would the resolution number be, I should say?
Number 19.
Resolution number 19. Trustee Otterson.
Thank you. The one item on the agenda is for our annual road resurfacing program. It's paid for primarily out of MFT tax money. We also, if you'll recall, several years ago, dedicated our allotment of the utility tax to only be spent on our road improvements so that we can try and keep up with a pattern of replacing every road every 20 to 30 years.
There he goes again.
Uh-oh.
Wake up, Mark.
You're frozen, Mark.
Oh, boy. Unmute the
Can you
phone.
hear me?
It always happens with your mouth open, too.
Can you oh, you're moving again.
Yeah.
I thought I was talking through the phone, but now that's muted. Otherwise, they'll feedback.
Yep.
So
Yep.
anyway, I guess instead of continuing to talk, as long as it's working, I would make a motion that we approve a resolution awarding a contract with Schroeder Asphalt Services in the amount of $927,456.40.
Second, Miller.
I have a motion by Trustee Otterson, a second by Trustee Miller. It's a kind of a rewarding number again to see that we're able to continue down the path of significant spending that we're doing on roads when so many communities aren't able to keep up. So let's keep our happy thoughts there and hope that our priorities can stay intact there. Are there any other discussion on this resolution?
I just have a request that, assuming that this passes, I'd like to see us get the information up on the website of these streets that are scheduled so everybody can have access to that.
That is a wonderful idea.
Yes, thank you.
They'll also be published in the newsletter, which is just about ready to be sent out. So.
Oh, great.
All right, any other discussion?
If my mic is working, we did have one alternate that we went to bid on, and the numbers came back putting us a little over our budget. And that was a project on, is it Manor Avenue? Is that what it was, Manor? We're not going to be doing that one under this MFT project, but we are planning to use federal grant money to pursue to do that same project. So we may well get that one done this year as well, just not under this same contract.
Good. Okay.
Yeah,
Anyone
one
else?
other thing. Yeah,
Sure.
one other thing, Mayor. We discussed this at length at Public Works, and this is a new name to some of us, this company. However, staff has worked with them in the past and are comfortable with their work. So we agreed to advance it to the board.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I believe it was determined the last time they did a project in the village was the 2009 MFT project, and that had favorable results. And also the village engineer has worked with them more recently.
Went away again.
Oh, he's back.
Sorry, Mark.
Maybe you should connect the American Inn Wi-Fi, Mayor.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Touchy subject.
We got the gist of what you were sharing with this, Trustee Addison. That we're comfortable with the contractor, so.
Thank you.
Any other comments? I'd ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Miller,
Aye.
trustee Addison,
Aye.
That's a
Got a thumbs up.
okay. Trustee Sittig,
Aye.
trustee Gus,
Aye.
trustee Jensen.
Aye.
Right. Motion carries. Thank you. We have no business on the agenda. Is there any new business to come before the board tonight? All right. Now would be the time for any citizen that would wish to address the board on any topic, anything at all. You can speak if you would like, sir, please.
He's muted. The gentleman's muted, Mayor.
Thank you. We're running over there.
New business.
Here we go.
Hi, my name's Thomas Stahl. I'm the new fire chief for Beach Park. I just wanted to come and say hi to everyone. Myself, some of you I've met before, some I've recognized. I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew who I am now since Chief Tierney retired as of April 30th. So I just want to let you know that I want to continue work, have a good working relationship with the village, and anything you guys need. This is your fire department, so we are here for you guys.
Good.
Well, thank you. Someday we hope to meet you in person. Could you give us a little background? Are you a longtime member of the department, or are you new in town?
I've been there since 2003. Started, I've worked almost every position there. Started as a POC, then worked up to a day staff, to a permanent part-time, to full-time, to lieutenant, and was appointed by our board as chief. So that took effect actually 2 days ago.
Oh, congratulations. Welcome.
Great.
Thank you.
Yes, appreciate you coming and visiting us when I'm sure you have a full plate right now.
It's been very busy.
At a time when you try a transition, we're full here too. A transition at a time when you can't have meetings when you would like to and interact with people on a normal basis. Let's hope we can get past this pretty quick.
We're hoping so.
And while we have your attention, I hope that the merger idea is in the past.
In the past, you said?
Well, way in the past.
Way in the past.
Yes.
Way in the
The
past.
one with Zion, as far as I know, is completely dead.
Good.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything else come of that, so I know something. You guys will also know of it as well.
Great.
I have a question for
Thank
the
you.
chief. Chief,
Trustee Miller.
are there still ambulances in the Lewis Avenue facility?
Yeah, we still staff that. That's our main station. We have an ambulance there and an engine there, or 2 engines there, a tender with 3,000 gallons of water, a brush truck, a boat, ATV, a utility vehicle there.
Oh, okay, thank you.
We're still staffing that with 3 people a day. Station 2 is staffed with 2 people a day.
Is that 24/7?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah. And Trustee Sittig here, thank you and congratulations, Chief Stahl, on your new adventure. We appreciate you coming aboard, and we look forward to you attending some of our board meetings.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Trustee Sittig.
You bet. Thank you.
All right. Okay, is there anything else that any member of the public would like to address?
Oh, actually, I have a question before we wrap up.
Sure.
I've gotten a couple of questions from people about the businesses in Beach Park that are still partially boarded up and when that's going to come down. Is that up to the village at all? Is that up to the public safety people? Is that up to the individual business owners?
I have a hunch it's probably up to the glass companies that have got to make the repairs for a couple of them. You know, between the insurance company and the glass company, I know the Walgreens still has some temporary coverings on one of their doors. And so I would imagine some of that, but yeah, we're certainly encouraging back to normal as quick as possible. I saw the animal hospital was fully boarded up the other day, and I don't know if they've pulled any of that down yet, but it's, I went through the Waukegan Shopping Plaza today, and almost every store is completely boarded, and they've made it open all over the plywood that's covering all their windows. So, I don't know, it's a lot of broken glass. So, but
Okay,
yeah, we are certainly encouraging everyone to get back to normal as quick as possible, so.
okay, good, thank you.
I'd like to say I've been. All right, never mind.
There we go. Wait, now your other mic is muted.
Can you hear me now?
Poor guy.
All I was going to say is that I've been enjoying the display of the Northern Lights behind Ginny, and I that really wasn't necessary to say, but it's fun to see.
Very good. Does anyone else have anything that they'd like to add at this point? All right.
Mayor, at this
Then-
point, would you entertain a motion to adjourn?
I would. I was just going to say that thing about we don't have any cause for an executive session, but I would take a motion to adjourn from Trustee Jensen.
Second, Miller.
We have a trustee, as Trustee Miller has a second for us. Any discussion on that? The roll call, please.
Trustee Addison,
Nod, Mark. Very good.
trustee Sittig,
Aye.
trustee Gus,
Aye.
trustee Jensen,
Aye.
trustee Miller.
Aye.
All right. Thank you all. Patience is a virtue. We're getting through it. Sooner or later, I guarantee we'll all be in the same room again. So thank you all for your patience and your time tonight.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Mr.
good night.
Mayor.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.